is good, interweb. I had to make sure that all my setups and stuff was right. The microphone. We not streaming, but this video probably gonna come out tomorrow. Today is Monday because I'm pushing it at the moment. It feels like because I will be streaming some Mario Karts here within about an hour or something. PST like 7 o'clock, something 10 y'all on the East Coast. But anyway, it's a new year. Happy New Year for those that I haven't said anything to. And it's already what the 8th, so we already a week and some change in. But I just wanted to let y'all know where I know I took a sabbatical from Geek News and stuff. Who's That Black Person is still on it, crack-a-lackin'. So those are every Wednesday. I did that because the W for Who's That Black Person. As well, I want to get a consistent date to do it. And archives are still on and popping, so I have archives already loaded up for at least the next next month or some change. And then what we gonna do is we gonna do the Toonami route, y'all. We're gonna do the reruns. I'm not gonna LeBron James, and I ain't got no hair here, so we gonna do that. But this is gonna be like an update video. Just because it's been such a long time since I got on here and actually vlogged or talked to y'all and let you know what's going on. I'm gonna do my best to be poignant and to the point. For those of y'all who don't know, I can go down a rabbit hole, wormhole, whatever you want to call it, sometimes and get carried away and start talking about all kind of other story times. But I wanted to get here and mainly just talk about what I've been doing and how I've been doing stuff. So I had to take a couple more gigs and stuff here on the backdrop in the IRL world, and I started doing some freelancing. I will put my portfolio in this one. So if you or anybody else needs some editing, I do editing. I got graphic design, video game development, software stuff, and stuff on the resume. It's on the LinkedIn. I've been seeing a lot of people look people up on LinkedIn. Who was that? I seen somebody look up somebody. Was it Rich Review? Rich from Review USA, Review Tech USA. I like Rich. But anyway, they was looking at the dude's LinkedIn, and if you want to know, I used to be a manager at Toys R Us. Okay, well, whatever. I did that for some years, and it was video games, of course. But what I was getting at is, if you need help with that, let your boy know. I just did like a little website on webinar because I didn't want to pay Wix because, I decided to do two things, and I purchased the URL, the Geek Show. So I finally secured that, as well as the archives, TheArchivez.com. So those are mine. Now, so I've been in the process of LLC and everything and getting things, basically not for this year. I'm slacking on my Mackin', but things to be tax writable. When I do purchase my new computer and some of these games and stuff, we are in the process of business. And I just started this course too. Roberto Blake, shout out to Roberto Blake. And he has this 12-week course that I think you still be able to subscribe to it via email, and it tells you what to do for each week. So even though I'm not gonna say I'm established, I'm still 60, 70 away from 2K. I'm not talking about NBA, but we 60, 70 away from 2K. So I'm still in the trenches with it. But I've been uberly excited about the archives the most, which is one of the reasons why I've kind of backslid on other things. And I don't want to say that I backslid because at one point in time, y'all, I was out here on the grind like it was an RPG with the news and with archives and everything else in between. The goal is to bring back Geek Talk, which is going to be my podcast. And what I'm going to do is take the format like the Club Shay, except, I'm not Shay. I'm not Shannon Sharp. but I want to talk to other creators. I seen the homie Radicule. He does that. I was actually a guest on his a couple weeks back. I'm gonna say a little bit before Christmas, and I'm just gonna be an hour that I'll interview some people that are even in the industry or not. And I got some folks that I can talk to. I can go through the little black book, the email list. And I want to do that like by season. That won't directly be on this channel, but it might be other clips in different excerpts and stuff I might slide in when I need some other kind of content where one day where, I might be on vacay or a day date, anything, I go. I just want to put a video or something in that time slot. But I want to do that. I'll probably do like a season like I've been doing with the archives. How I mastered with this, I'm not going to say mastered it, but what I've done with the archives is very Toonami-ish, which is where it came from. JRPGs and RPGs basically on a Toonami format where you're getting 30-minute shows cut up like shows, and I try to take all, for those of y'all who haven't seen, every Saturday PST 5 o'clock to midnight. So for all of y'all who have slid through, I appreciate it. There's more to come. What I will be doing is doing reruns like Toonami does for certain shows, and then that way in the meantime I'm able to put other shows in. Final Fantasy 7, FF7R, that's going to be coming up. We got a Valentine's Day special coming up, as well as a Black History a special coming up. A Final Fantasy, we got to do something for one of my favorite games, and my second favorite game of all time, which is Final Fantasy 7. So we do have to do a block for that. So those are coming up. So February is going to be a big month for archives in terms of that. And then after that, I have the season. So certain episodes which going to end, or certain series like Chrono Cross and a few other ones are going to end like at week 15. So when they end, then I'll either rerun those and just like Toonami does. Like, remember Dragon Ball Z? For 3 years it felt we were on the same damn Frieza saga until we got the Cell saga, and then sometimes what they would do is put in something else. So I'll be putting in FF7R. I got Nier in the wings, Catherine in the wings. I have some other gameplay I just need to be able to push in there, but it takes time with doing freelance stuff and work and IRL and everything else in between, So those are what's going on with that. I want to, as far as the Geek News, I really love doing the Geek News, and that's why I always bring it back. That was actually my first video that I started out with, was Geek News. For those of y'all, they're still out here that want to go all the way back to 2016. My Lord. For 2016, it was the Geek News when I had the little blazer and all the stuff on and stuff. It is the same blazer, okay? I went and got it from a secondhand store for those purposes. It's like $5 for those purposes to be like the news anchor for. So I do like doing that, but instead of doing the Geek News the way I have been doing, just in the 1-minute shorts, I'm going to bring it back to a longer format as well. So the idea is I wanted to do the name show. For those of y'all who have been around for a minute, I used to have a show called, before I changed the name to Geek Show, it used to be Geek. That's where everybody started calling me Geek from, Geak, which people still call me the Geek Show. I got some people I've been following for a long time, or they've been following me, and they still call me the Geek Show. You can just say Geek, but anyway, or Q, or whatever. But the Geek Show was a show which was, I had it at an hour, but I'm going to trim it all the way down to about 30 minutes now and have that be a premiere on Sundays. Y'all been hearing me talk about this, or you may have, or won't remember, talk about this. I was going to bring it up every Sunday. I'll probably do it like 8 or 9 p.m. PST, like a late show, and I'm going to talk about entertainment as well, because those things shape us too. I'm big on pop culture and sports and other things that matter, so I will be putting certain things into that, as well as still, of course, talking about RPGs and games and the main things. So those It's going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to also premiere on there. My goal is to have one regular video a week, meaning if it's like a 8+ minute video, let's put it that way. And that 8+ minute video is going to go inside the Geek Show as like a premiere, world premiere kind of thing. And then later on, I'll just take that. So many of y'all who do content creation, or you've been watching content for a long time and you see your favorite content creators do it, shorts and other things, it's just repurposing your work as much as possible and sharing it as much as possible. So what I'm going to be doing is 5 topics. So that's Monday through Friday. You get how I'm doing it. Plus the Who's That Black Person, which is it'll be the new Who's That Black Person, and that new one video. I'm just going to conform all those together, make the Geek Show. So all the work I've been basically doing, I'm just going to have that for the Geek Show, and then just pull those certain segments to make shorts and just cut it. So I've already had the work done. I just would have to cut it. I have the templates and everything to do it. It's just going to be a little time to do it. Now, I know one thing about the news, you got to be quick with the news. So I do want to do certain current events, but I'm not going to be attempting to tackle main current events because just the way the time restraint is. I like, and a lot of those videos, to be real with you, most of my news that's the most popular are stuff that's not really new news. You know what I mean? New news. Those are the main things. But I know it sounds like a whole bunch of work, but I mean, okay. So that's the plan for that. So what we're looking at is a lot of videos in the week, but I need to, like I did with the archives, I need time to do that. So in the meantime, I've been restreaming Mario Kart here on Mondays on the YouTube as well as Twitch, and I've been doing my best to stream a little bit more, even if it's a couple hours a day, Monday through Friday on Twitch. So I'm trying. I hate using the word try because usually when we say try, you always give yourself an excuse or a way out. But lately, with the start of the new year, I've been doing a 5-day a week. After I finish my day closes out, I'm able to hop on for at least 2 hours and do some game development stuff. I have done that here on YouTube, but to be real with you, it actually does better on Twitch. So I think I'm only going to do that on Wednesdays here. But I will be restreaming, like if I play some Genshin Impact, or definitely with the Mario Kart Mondays, I will be doing, or Mario Mondays, we can play Mario Kart or Mario Party. I will be doing that here, restreaming it as well over here too. So that'll also, get in the algorithm as well. But for most of the 3 days a week, which would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will be over on Twitch under the Geek Show as well, doing some game development. So I'll be making some progress. Basically, so far we've been getting some of my main characters. We got 4 of them done so far. So that's really good. So cutting them up, photoshopping them, coloring them down, all the other good stuff. So we on and popping, y'all. So stay tuned. Again, Archives is gonna be back, but it ain't left nowhere again. That was the whole thing. I didn't want it to have any gaps, and I feel really bad sometimes. Just even as a content creator, a lot of times what we can do, just ignore the dog. A lot of times that would, because we're not cutting it. We're not cutting. We're not doing all that. So just ignore him. But what a lot of things happen is I feel bad sometimes when I miss a week or I take some time off. But I mean, I'm human. I gotta do other stuff too. I gotta live. But I'm still very much passionate about RPGs and content creation, and I appreciate all the support. I don't ever beg things like that, but I do have where now you can do super chats here on YouTube. I also link my Patreon. I had it for the longest, but I just didn't use it like that. And I don't like to always push promote. Hey, give me money, because that's not my thing. If you feel so inclined to, you can. When my game starts to get in a little more momentum to it, I will, or maybe think about doing a Kickstarter or have it where you can support and help like that. But I want to have a demo or something out before I start doing anything in that capacity. As far as my Geek Stop, the t-shirt stop, I will be doing that again, but I was using Shopify. And I was using Shopify, and Shopify raised, everything in this economy is raising or raised up. Look, they've raised minimum wage or raised people's pay, but then the rest of everything else starts getting higher too. So Shopify, I didn't like the new rates that they were doing for my shirt shop. So I will be using Teespring going forward. I just have to take some time down to do it. In other news, I haven't been watching any anime. Actually, I just started rewatching The Wire. I'm not gonna say rewatching, because I never watched The Wire. I watched Power, and I was about to start Snowfall, and I was like, you know what? Let me go back and watch The Wire. For those of y'all that watched The Wire, it's interesting though, because it came out in 2002. My God, that's so long ago. They weren't even messing with computers like that then. They had them still on typewriters, so it was 5 seasons. So I'm interested to see when the hell are they going to actually start using computers in The Wire. But I do know HBO has some of the best shows of all time, so I'm expecting. I need to go back and finish Breaking Bad. I only got it a couple of episodes. Not that it was bad, just because I just didn't watch it. So what I've been doing when I'm working on something now, that's how I usually watch a lot of anime, is I put it on a screen and then I'll just, do my work and stuff like that. But as far as games, I've been playing a lot of games. Forgive me, y'all. I know what is this? Hashtag beat your games. Well, you know what? I haven't beat a lot of games, but I have been playing a lot of games, and I've been enjoying myself with this game journey, and that's one of the things I wanted to do and share when it came to the archives, where if you don't want to play the game, you can watch the game, like in that kind of show format. And I wanted to make it easy and digestible as possible. But anyway, y'all, I'm on here a lot longer than I wanted to. Again, Happy New Year. Appreciate all the recent support. Even when I got a couple videos, y'all, I'm still around. I'll be in the community post, and you can find me on Discord. I'm not always there, but I am there, and when I see a response, I will respond. So feel free to get on Discord, chop it up with each other. There's a section for everything. This don't get crazy, because I hate having to go back and monitor blankety blank adults. Like, I had to ban somebody late last year. Like, bro, don't come on somebody else's shit talking shit. Going to somebody's stream or their videos or something and talking crap or being stupid. It's like going to somebody's house and talking crap and being stupid. That's their domain. Don't do that. That's stupid. Like, it's nothing worse than people not being adults when they're an adult. Because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, these same people wouldn't do that if they was in the real world. So that's why everybody hides behind screens doing it, especially on Twitch, because you can't really even see the person's little icon or face. They need to fix that. But anyway, y'all, I'm out. Remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. As always, more to come. Appreciate you. Look, I holla.